Last time out, I boosted the freight capacity along the cross-country line, ready for a brand new project. That worked pretty well, so today I'm travelling from Scarborough to Stafford to prepare that line for more trains too. This one is definitely more of a rebuild though, so we'd better get started. Hey everyone, it's M4J here, and welcome back to From Steam to Electricity here on Transport Fever 2. Look at this busy scene we have here at Nailsworth. We have quite a lot of passengers waiting to go, and we've got 3 freight trains all waiting for each. 4 freight trains, I didn't even see that one. 4 freight trains all waiting for one another here as well. It's a good thing this one's heading up to Rugeley actually, otherwise we'd be, excuse me, in a little bit of trouble right now, although I guess one of these two would come into these platforms here and free it up again. I have still got the cough. I'm recording this straight after the last episode. In fact, I'm recording this part straight after recording the intro to the last episode. So, as you can see, it's very busy here at Nailsworth. Where did the other train go? Did that go out on the main line? There was a 4th train, right? I'm not making stuff up. Oh, it's there. It's hiding. It literally, yeah, look, it's hiding behind the symbol. And yeah, this one's crossed. Oh my goodness. Alright, okay. I'm losing my mind. Main thing is, I think this one can actually go straight into its platform now. Yes, it can. Which I'm also hoping... No. Actually, no. I was going to say, can't speak. Oh, that one's heading back out on the main line. That's fine. So we're kind of getting the effect that I was looking for. I also realised after recording the video that if I just deleted that bit of track there, I could have had this as a double slip as well, and then moved all this a lot closer again. But I can't keep rebuilding things, guys. It's my own fault, I know, but it's getting ridiculous now. We've also got quite a lot of trains backing up here now, which is still very much a problem. One that we're hoping to fix today. First thing I want to do today then, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but right now we have trucks that pick up coal here, brings it over to here, where it's loaded onto a train, taken up to Stowmarket, turned into steel. That train then brings grain back down, unloads it here, picked up by the same truck, and then that's then brought over here. I don't like this anymore. I want to change it. So the first thing I'm going to do for today is build a brand new station somewhere around here. I might even build it alongside the main line here. Well, this isn't a main line, this is the branch line to Middleton. But I might build it somewhere along here and then connect it all up in over here. And then I think actually if I built it here, that would connect straight to that. And then we can just have grain picked up here and brought over here. And then potentially maybe one day livestock brought back. Maybe, potentially, maybe. I don't know about that bit yet. But I like the idea of building something a little new here. So we're going to do that. We're going to reduce this to, let's say, a length of 200. Now, I like 240 is a good number, I think. I like that as a number. And I'm going to bring this down. Possibly. Again, I like the idea of this sort of connecting more this way. Maybe. Although, I guess we could achieve the same thing were I to do something like this. The goal here, of course, is to get... Let's say yes for that. Sorry, I'm distracting myself constantly. Yeah, the goal is to get this to connect up to the tracks. The road, sorry. The combine. My God. Which it is doing. My brain is just switched off completely right now. I have no idea what's going on. That's a good length. I am tempted to make this 3 tracks. But I think 2 is fine. I think 2 is fine. We'll do it something like this. Maybe a bit more this way. Like so. Reason being is we can then share the crossing with this track. We could do something a bit like this. And then this can come across like so. Excuse me. I can actually get it, yeah, like that. That works quite well. And then we'll make this a double slip. There we are. So now in theory, we're going to be toaster mines. Or just toaster coal mine. We'll just call it its name. There we are. And then this won't be needed anymore. So where is... It's that line there, isn't it? Yes. Excellent. That actually worked out better than I thought. Manage line. So after number 1, you're going to go here. Both tracks. You're going to unload grain. And you're going to load coal. And then we're going to remove that one completely from your order list. So if I check this now, you should now run through, yeah, the station. Although, I guess you can't actually reach the other side. Yeah, I was going to say I wanted it to run through this track. Excuse me. There's that cough again. But yeah, these aren't double slips. These, I don't even know what you call these. Just diamonds, I suppose. Bouncy diamonds. But yeah, that now runs straight through like that. So I guess this train is going to be the first one. Yep. Hopefully that means... Yep. Oh, look at that. Lovely stuff. Right, we now need to reroute this. So, Toaster East, yes. You're no longer going to go to the freight terminal. So you are now going to load up on grain and unload nothing. And then this side is just going to stay as it is. Perfect. So if I just check, yep, you're connected up. You're obviously receiving... Oh, wow. That's a lot of coal. That is a lot of coal. Where's that train gone? There it is. One thing I noticed, by the way, when I was over at Nailsworth, was I was waiting for a specific train, one of the big trains, to come up the hill here so that I could grab a screenshot of it. If you've watched the video, you've probably already seen that screenshot. Bear with me one second. I just need to cough again. Do apologise. There we go. It took forever for the train to come. In fact, there's an example. For the train to climb the hill, purely because it's a very heavy train. It's so heavily loaded. So you can see another reason why I want to do this new project of basically what we've got already from Haltwhistle up to Scarborough and Stowmarket, where we have designated trains. So where's a good example? This one. This holds steel, construction materials, planks, and logs. That's all it carries. The other train... No, not that one. This one. This only carries food, machines, tools, and... I mean, it carries plastic and goods and stuff as well. But primarily it carries those things. And then obviously it carries coffee berries as well. That's what we're going to try and get back to. Dedicated trains for dedicated freight. So this one here you can see is carrying steel. This one will be picking up steel once it arrives, which, yeah, there's some steel on this line still. But we should be getting a bigger influx of coal now, thanks to the new setup. Has that train actually arrived yet? Where is it? There it is. I'm just killing time waiting for this to arrive as well, because this is going to fill up incredibly fast. Yeah, you can already see that's a huge improvement. And actually getting some of these trucks already off the road here is also a huge improvement. There will of course always be a need to have these trucks here, like the steel needs to get to the factory over here. We've obviously got machines and goods that need to be brought into town, and then eventually other materials as well. Hopefully the town will grow up all around this area. And then, yeah, we need to fill in the other blanks and stuff and bring other cargoes and all sorts. There may even be other industries that spawn around here. You know, we've got marble from here, and somewhere over here, there it is, we have the need for construction materials to be made here. And I believe, if my memory serves, yeah, there's one over here that just needs stone. And there is a stone mine quarry. Stone mine. What the freaking hell is a stone mine? There is a quarry somewhere around here, I thought. That's a silver mine. Silver and stone looks too similar in this game for my liking. There was one. I definitely saw one before. Maybe it closed. Because I even remember making a mental note and be like, oh, that would be a good one to link up. But no, doesn't appear to be here anymore. I thought it was up in this area, but I guess not. So we'll have to reconsider that. There is, though, sand, which you get from oil sand. It's just there's no fuel refineries. Abingdon's the nearest one. And I think we do take sand somewhere from that, but I can't remember where. Anyway, this is full. This train is absolutely rammed now, which is excellent. Just gotta wait for this train to get out of the way, and then we can, excuse me, start bringing it back. How much grain's waiting up here? Not a huge amount right now. This line here we can't really do much with at the current moment, unless one day we bring it down here. Which actually, oh, that's a good idea. We have an iron ore train here. Brings iron ore up and then returns empty. Wouldn't it be cool if we loaded... Oh wait, no. That doesn't work. I was about to say, wouldn't it be cool if we loaded grain up here? But no, it's the grain's here. It needs to come up this way to then be loaded on the train. Ah, damn it. I thought I'd actually crack the code then. Never mind. Is the other train coming? No? Yeah, these trains are struggling. So actually something else I'm going to do is turn that back on, which I keep meaning to do and keep forgetting to do. I'm going to guess you're pretty much full. This train needs to be extended. Is this the next one? No, you're heading to Middleton. With absolutely squat on board. But there's quite a lot of plastic waiting to come back, so that's fine. There is also a steel mill over here. Potential maybe? I don't know. It's where do you get the iron ore from? That's the big question. Oh, there's a oil sand mine there as well. And there's a construction materials plant there. There's actually a fuel refinery there. Oh man, that would have been a good... Here's hoping that still exists in a few weeks' time when we start extending the line down through Blackburn. There's also a construction materials plant there. They're just toying with me now. That's evil, game. Because there's no quarries. Where's the nearest quarry suppliers? Cargo. Castleford, Hastings, Wallsend, Woodstock, Swanage, Mitcham and... Is that Staining? I think it's how you pronounce that. Ah, it's annoying. Anyway, stop wasting time, Mark. So we've done one thing I wanted to do today, which was build the coal mine station. That's cool. Maybe I'll decorate it sometime. I can't be bothered with that most of the time. There are some very talented people out there who are way better at that than I am. So for the most part, just let them do it. If you want to see it, check out their channels. Cockermouth, Cockerhead, Cocker whatever. We need to rebuild this, which is Cockerhead Station, Cockerhead Terminal. We're going to remove the terminal in Cockerhead Terminal. And we're going to build that somewhere else. Could actually go here. How feasible would it be? Already I'm looking at that thinking that's quite feasible. Let's say instead of bending it that way, I bent it the other way. This way round. And let's say we made it 6 tracks. And then we put some gaps in between. So is this how many? Ah, no. Okay. That would work as a concept. I don't mind that. And if I'm smart enough with how I build this, we could even still connect it up to that if we wanted to, but I don't think that's going to be feasible. Could we elevate this? I've actually forgotten how you do that. It's this way, isn't it? That could work. And then lift it up a tiny bit more. How does that look? That should bridge over, right? That's actually quite high. Oh, that's really high. Let's redo that slightly. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. How's that? That still seems really high, but that might be just about the right height. Oh, it does not like building that. Yikers. Yeah, 25 is still too high. The fact that's a steep slope and that's still crossing over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm literally spending £1 million here on building this each time. And you don't always get that money back. There we go. Okie dokie. So let's do something like this. We'll do the thick bridge, because I think we've got more than enough space for it. Oh, yeah. Here we are. And we'll do that. This side here, I think we're just going to do a single... Oh, that doesn't fit. Alright, we're going to have to do some road rebuilding as well. That we won't pause yet. You are going to be that type as well. Now I'm hoping here, what I can do is this. Yes. I'm not planning on terminating many trains here. A lot of this is going to be through trains. In fact, pretty much all of this is going to be through trains. So I think what I'm going to try and do... I'm going to have to do that, which is annoying. Hang on, let me just build this so I don't distract myself. So yeah, what I need to... Oh, God. Got to keep track of everything I'm doing here. So you need to be flat, like that. And then here... Whoops. That's definitely not right. No, stop snapping to the bridge. And then you connect up like that. And then we might as well just do this side as well. And then, of course, we need to add trams. Back to that. Does that fix that? Oh, no. There's a station missing still. Of course there is. Do you know what? Just because I can. Do you know what? I don't know why I thought this, but I thought that would remove the trees. And it just didn't. So that's dumb. So let's try that again, shall we? There we go. Just check that is all connected up properly and working. Looks like it. Yep, good. Now I've got to check that this actually fits underneath still. I don't actually think I finished my previous sentence, did I? Probably not. The thing I was trying to say was, I don't think we're going to have many terminating services here, so I don't think we're going to have to do many, you know, crossovers and things like that. I think a lot of it is going to be trains running straight through. So that side is done. Can we now do the same thing this side, or are we going to have to do big major rebuilding here as well? It looks like the answer is no. We don't have to do major rebuilding, which is very nice. That's always a pleasure. I'm going to give myself a little bit of extra space here, just in case in the future I do widen this road. And then what we need to do here is turn that off, first of all. I was going to say, if I can make this do this, turn off parallel tracks, because I think I've got the right side. Yep, good. So we're going to do... In fact, if I can just bring that in, that would be useful. You're going to be like that, which is quite expensive, but it's not terrible. Bring this in. Oh, seriously? Come on, game. Seriously? Hey? Is it because of this? Wow, that's a weird one. Don't think I've seen that do that before. So I need this to come out straight and be flat for a little bit, because actually here I need it to go up and over. So how feasible is this? I don't think I'll be able to get it to go under. So that's why I'm doing it this way. But maybe it is possible to bring it down and underneath. Yeah, that's not looking likely, is it? Even if I buy myself extra space by doing this, that's not looking likely. So I think we're going to have to hop. Come on, please work. I mean, so far it's looking okay. Yeah, that's going over, isn't it? And then we can just build this straight across like this. We'll use this type for this. And then here, if we bring it round like this, that works. I think I'm doing this right. I think I'm doing this right. It's going to be horrendous if not, isn't it? Like this, and then we'll bring it down and round. Oh yeah, that's good. Like that. And then you can connect back in. 45 should do it. Okay. So that's all that side connected up. I don't know how this is looking. It's not terrible, actually. This slope here probably doesn't need to be as extreme as this. I think I've gone a bit too far with it. So I'm almost wondering, if I was to do that and then say that, would this... Yeah, that connects up as well. Look at that. So actually, here, if I was just to build that pretty much to where it is there, and do that, and then this can just be that. In fact, all of this can get redone now. So yeah, what I want to do here, might as well get this side in again now. Is this. That style. And then this can come in like this. This side here can come in like this. This side, I mean, if I could get it to snap to that, that would be useful. Here we are. this side in like so. And then, yeah, bring this out to there. And then I'm hoping from here I can get up to that. Yes, I can. Okay, that's looking good. Don't mind that. This side here we can do like this. That side and that's... Oops, not those bits. Like that. And then here we do actually have a little bit of space for a set of crossovers. Is this saying slope too steep? I'm trying to say. The answer is yes, it is. But I think we can still make up for that. If I was just to build this across to, let's say, there. Then we can get these crossovers in. Like that and like that. And then this can go like... Oh, you absolute donkey. It's like last episode all over again, isn't it? I don't know why I deleted that one. Didn't need to bulldoze that one at all. There. Again, bear in mind that we're hardly ever going to use these scissors. It's almost getting to the point where we're not going to have scissors. I mean, let's just build this back as far as I need it. Build this across. To there. That's 30 miles an hour, which is pretty good, considering it's slowing down to 20 anyway. Then remove this, and then do this. This should now not work. Still. Game. Let's just do this. Up, 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 up. As close to the main line as possible. I think it's going to be about there. And then this doesn't work. Why did it work a minute ago, but not now? Was it more this way? Is that why? It definitely worked a minute ago. Because, yeah, see, that's not going to work now. I could curve it. Oh, there we go. Okay. Is that going to fit? Absolutely not. But that will. Okay. Let's do it like that. Which means we're going to have to rebuild all this again. But this is fine. Okie dokie. From there, around to there. Yep, that's A-okay. And confirm. It's a little bit snug here. Electrification might change how this looks. But right now, this is all working. Trains can access all available platforms. And that's the main thing. Good. How am I going to connect up this side? That's the next big question. Considering the shape of this, I feel like this is going to be separate still. If I could run the freight track up and over this, that would be very useful. I almost feel like I want to get this bit in first and then go from there. So let's do a little piece here. like this. Oh, I don't want parallel. Dummy. Oh, you're still going through a tunnel. That's interesting. In that case, let's do something a bit more like this. Or let's build it this way. Like this. And I want it to be perfectly flat. There. Still built parallel. Absolute dummy. Alrighty. Now, turn that off. Now I want you to come down and around. Oh, wow. How the... Okay, yeah, then it's way too big. That's way too high. Whoops. Okay, new plan. We're going to branch off here. Let's say 45 is a good speed limit. Most freight shouldn't be going faster than that anyway. And then here, we're just going to go in a straight line. Up like that. Although this main line is also going up like that. So actually, this isn't really working in our favour, is it? We might even have to branch off at the signal before. Right over here. I'm actually tempted, hang on. I'm actually tempted to do something different here. Because I've just realised Stafford goods yard is on this side. Okay, I might have just come up with a solution. Double track this. Have it run separate to the main line here. Up all the way to Stafford. And then from here it will go alongside here again. And then hop up and over and down and head into this. So you are... Cockerhead Freight Terminal. There's one other thing I forgot to do with this. I'm going to have to rebuild it, and hopefully this works. Probably should have checked that for... Oh yeah, that's fine. Capacity increase. I just want to throw that to the max. There we go. So don't have to worry about that side of things anymore. We can still put signals and stuff at the end of the platforms here as well, by the way. Also, here, I guess what we could do is a scissor crossing as well. Even though we've got one on the other side. Of course you're not going to let me do it. Why would you let me do it? That'd be too easy. That'd be far too easy, game. Far, far, far too easy. Man alive. What is going on? There. And then that side. Holy moly, that was rough. Right. Yes. So what I'm going to do is keep... keep some... Oh, do I want to keep this line here as well? I think I do. There's no point removing it. I don't think that's going to achieve anything. So as long as I can build this, like so, which I can. And I believe that connects up properly over here. Yes, it does. Cool. So there's no reason to have to change things drastically over on this side. This here, I'm going to build that down as far as that. And then eventually that one is going to be the one that connects up to this side here. So the next thing on the agenda is over here at Stafford. We need to rebuild quite a lot here, I would say. Here we go. Get ready for the tick tick. Because we're doing a lot here. Going to remove all of these crossovers because we will not need them anymore. Which means, in theory, we could put signals back on these bits of track, which I don't actually think we need. But hey ho, let's do it. If I can get one before... Oh, okay, maybe that's why we didn't do it. Alright, never mind. Excuse me. Do apologise. Next, these ones, this side. Yeah, I'm definitely stopping for the day after this episode, my word. Do I need a signal there? No, I don't. I'm going to remove that one as well. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to put... I'm going to do that, like that. We're then going to put another set of tracks in here. And then another set of platforms. Like that. I'm then going to put another set of platforms there with tracks attached. And then I'm going to do this. So that's a 240 meter long platform. That's fine. I'm then going to get a cargo building and I'm going to stick it. If I could do a big one, that'd be great. Nope, that's too easy as well, clearly. Alright, medium it is. I guess you're going to sit there. Yeah, with a side building attached there. Alrighty. So that should still be... I mean, it is anyway because of that, but it means we've got extra capacity now, which is awesome. You can probably already guess where this is going. The actual freight tracks are going to run this side here, cross this road, and then back alongside this here. That's what we're going to do there. We could we dive under this instead? Like where this is climbing up, we just stay flat, and then we can tunnel under here, and then curve around and start climbing up. That's actually probably a better idea. I kind of like that more. We'll come back to that in a second. Back over here, we're going to remove that. Probably going to remove that one as well just for safety. We're then going to bring this right back. And we're going to have this track here connect to that. This track here is then going to connect to that. This, we need to remove that signal as well. This is then going to run parallel to this. So we're going to have 6 main lines, which is quite incredible when you think about it, but that's where we're at. Can't do it. Why can't I do it? I hate it when it does this. And you're going to do that. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're fine for time. Not that I'm going to spend too much time messing around with this, of course, but how far's Stafford? Stafford's miles away. Yeah, it doesn't seem to like it when I do parallel tracks. That's when it seems to go funny. This is a prime candidate as well for gantries. Gantry signals the whole way along. So I think this is probably the main line. Like, if you think about it, we've got 2 main-ish lines that come out of Scarborough, the west and the east. I think the east is the absolute main line, which is the one we're working on here. I think the other side is kind of more of a secondary main line. Even though it's 4 tracks and all that stuff, it does go down to 2 tracks at Uckfield, which is going to cause bottlenecks in the future. Already can't wait to have to deal with that headache. But I think this is the absolute main line. 6 main lines here, or 6 main lines here. The freight is separate to the passenger. I think this is the one. This is the one that everyone's going to be talking about. I also need to redo these tracks, I've just realised. Wait for the autosave. Any second now. There we go. I'm going to make these authentically rusty. So the good thing here is I can actually do all that without having to worry about what the order I delete them in, because this isn't one of those special stations with the curvy platforms. we go. And then I can build it all back in. And if this ever does need to be extended in the future, we can either move the 4 tracks to open up more space, or we can just extend the southernmost, which are these bottom 2 here, and then have this be for shorter trains. That would also work very nicely. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this line here and we're going to pin it over here somewhere, probably about there. This line is going to come out and, I hope, snap to it. There we go. And these, along with this one, are going to form the connection to the sidings, which are going to start somewhere-ish around here. This one is going to come right the way across and connect in like that. If I can get one of these to come out and all the way around, I was going to say, that would be really useful. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Nope. Maybe here? Nope. This game. Absolute game. Right. That side works. Yeah, it'd be cool if I could get... Oh. Too much curvature, I think. So that's not going to work. But it does work. It literally works. Look, I'm looking at it. There. Hallelujah. Right. And then snip that bit. From here, you're going to come around like that. Excellent. So these are going to be the 3 that access the sidings. The main line, or if you want to call it that, that's going to be accessed. Actually, maybe if I build those in first, then we can worry about what it looks like. So you're going to run along like this. And then here, you're going to swing around, yeah, like that. Excuse me. And then, yeah, this curve's where all the good stuff's going to happen. And then here, I'm hoping, I have to put a little bit of a curve into it. Too much slope, not today. So you're going to stay flat. And this is going to be the start of what we were talking about with how it's going to cross under the main line. You're going to do this. And then buildings, this. 3 tracks. We don't need a street connection. So I'm going to turn that off. We don't need a capacity increase at all. And we don't need a gap. So now we can undo this curve. No, a little bit more. A little bit less. There. What length is that? 280. That's perfect. And then now you can snap to that. Nice. Take that one off, take that one off, take that one off, take that one off. Now I'm hoping here, because there is a bit of a discrepancy in height here. Yep, excellent. You snap like that, good. This swings around like this, and you should be able to come in. Nope, you're not, you're being awkward again. Nice. Like that. Okie dokie. No, not okie dokie. There is no dokie to the okie. That is not what I wanted at all. Why on earth have you done that? There. Alright, now, come round. It's still not doing it quite right. that, I guess. And then from there... Is that parallel? We're getting the little effect now, so it must be, right? Must be. What on earth is happening here? Oh, I know why. Yeah, okay. We're going to have to live with this. I think it's because each one of these is running parallel to that, so it's just creating... It's fine, whatever. Right. Now, this can run across to this. We're going to use... Actually, we'll use the rusty track for now. We'll fix it in a second. And then this is going to be this style. So 35, I would say, is fine for that. And then this side, we will do that. So that, in theory now, is all connected. No. See, I've done it again. I've literally done it again. There is no way to get from here, these tracks, back out onto the main line. Because what's happened here, folks, is I am a donkey. Also, I'm going to sniffle this back again, because I've just realised something. Again, because I ran it parallel, that's why it's doing this weird thing here. Oi, oi, oi. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. Right. One more thing before I do that is I need to make these all be parallel again. There we go. And then... Oh, come on. Oh, come on. You worked a second ago. Seriously? Remove that one. Get out of here. It doesn't want to know it there. I'm pretty certain it wants to know it here. Yes, it does. Just connect that up again. Like so. So yeah, the last issue is this. So if we do this, this one can probably come across like this. And then this can go like that and like that. And you can be a double slip. Nice. Bring this back a smidge. Turn that off. Bring you round. So now it doesn't want to know. 64. I'm fine with 64. Keep bringing this round. It's incredible how it just doesn't want to run parallel sometimes. It just does not want to snap. It's the annoying thing when it just doesn't snap. There. And there. Alrighty. Now, oh, one more thing. Yeah, this one I want it to do something a bit more like this, and then have another one of these like that. And then you're a double slip, and then technically that's a double slip, that's a double slip, and that's a double slip. Excuse me. Okay, Stafford, back connected. And then, if needs must, we can extend this track out a little bit and we just move this junction back, which might make a weird shape, but it's fine. Whatever. So you should be Stafford Goods Yard. Give it the right name. And then this is going to be Stafford East Head Shunt. Okie dokie. Dive under. How is this gonna look? So I think here, one thing we do Actually, no, this point will stick to the ground still. I think we want it like this, because we kind of want to head back towards the main line at this point. Let's remove that one. There we go, get it back to 70. Too much slope. Let's remove this road, because it's snapped, so I know it works. Yeah. Cool. Same with this track. Bring it round. All these roads will replace at some point in the future. Maybe straight after this, to be honest, just to tidy things up. Right, over here. So we're going to follow this round on this curve. Like so and like so. But here, we're going to start going straight. And we're going to remain flat. Like that. We're going to parallel it. And sure enough, you run underneath. I think we'll build it to here. If we want the expensive tunnel, we could go with the expensive tunnel. What's the harm? And then over this side, we want to start climbing up again out of expensive tunnel. And we need to start curving this away. You could already see the direction we'll be heading in. So I'm really hoping this works. Could I actually... Hang on. I think this is fine, actually. I'm not going to get too involved in it. This one here. Straight across. We'll sort out the level crossings in a little bit. I love the fact that I can now do that retrospectively. Right. Remove that. Lovely. Look at that. Boom. And that is all of that connected. And then this side here, I guess you're still rusty tracks at this point, right? If I can get both of these to connect in, like they are here, this will be a huge win. Ah. C'est magnifique. The chefest of kisses. And there we go. In theory now then, this is all connected up. We still need to do the tidying, so let's start doing the tidying. How on earth am I going to find that? Under there. There it is. No, that's already wrong. That's very wrong. Maybe I'll just build this from scratch. Like that. Sure. That works. That's all connected up again. These bits here, yeah, you can already see where it's slightly skew-if. Is there potential to completely change how that's connected? I think the answer is yes. I think what we're going to do is build this like this and then connect this side over to here. And then what I'm going to do here is remove this completely and then rebuild it this side over here. So you should have, yep, and then, well, you're number 2. So right now you're going the wrong way. In a second you'll be going the right way, mainly because, yeah, I should have sold the vehicles first. Oh, hang on, I can fix this. Do that. Then do that. And then do that. And that. Now, this is going to be a problem because it no longer connects. So, I guess what we could do here... What can we do here? There's a question. It's also the fact this bit of track is now no longer parallel, which is also slightly annoying. Yeah, because we do want that to connect. The other option is we run it that way. But I think what we do is... From here, have a single road that bridges up and over this. So remove that. Keep that bit. Remove this. And we'll do this. So, out of here, we're going to have a single road like this. That is then going to elevate up and over. Probably going to curve it actually to get the effect we want. In fact, we don't even need to do that much with it. There's a tunnel right there. I think flat works by the looks of it. Like so. Straight across. Nice. Do this. And then over here, could just connect it like that. But that's not going to let me build. So actually already this is in the wrong spot as well. I think what I'm going to do here is this one. Bring it down and round like that. Actually, no. Sorry. Bring this straight down like this to somewhere. I don't know where yet. Just like that. And then this one is going to just come down like that. And then the tram, I think, is going to do something like this. Like that, like that, like that, like that. And then the stop, the new stop, is going to go there. Which I wanted to be Manchester Road, but it's not, which is annoying. So now I've got to change this. So number 9, you are now that, Albert Road. And we'll remove number 9. There we are. Yes. I'm happy with that. I think what I will do though, just to make certain, tram track, yes. No, see, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either, although that could work. How does that look? Nope, that looks absolutely atrocious. I hate myself for even trying to build that. Maybe if I just do this. And then tram track no. Build this around like that. Why is that now saying construction not possible? But that is possible. Seriously? There's a lot of weird stuff going on in this game. Well, that works. So we'll just go with that. We'll commit to that. Okay. All that's left to do then, I think, is signal all of this. Yeah, that's what it's looking like to me. Oh, we also need to change you. So that should fit. Yep. We might as well fix this as well while we're here. There we go. Nice and flat. Any other crossings that are like that? Is this one okay? That one should be okay because it's the same height. Everything else should be fine. One other reason why it was good to keep the other line, this one, is for the freight trains that are now on the wrong track. They now know where they're going. So what are the issues here? We've got 2 trains and 2 lines. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. Right, let's get this signaled. So I think if we start here, signals, this, auto signal. I think if I place you there, you should do all of them. Yep. Right the way up to there. And actually, let's redo this slightly. So I'm going to put one here and hope for the best. Yep, good. That should take us all the way, yeah, to there. I'm going to remove that one. Auto sig again with yes. Place it there. That should bring us a little bit closer up this hill. It doesn't seem to have, which is slightly annoying. Did I not double slip these? It appears not. Okay. We didn't have to. Oh my god, we're over an hour. That's amazing. I look at it and I'm like, yep, we're all good for time. And then I look at it again and it's like, you know, half the time again has passed, which is crazy. I'm just going to say this is fine for the signals here. I kind of wanted to put one at the end here. Do you know what? Let's give it another bash. If I do that and then say auto sig yes, I'm going to put you there. I think part of the problem is you didn't remove them all properly. No, you did not. Let me just check. Has it removed them all? No, see, it hasn't. I think it does it up to a level crossing or something. Remove the signals, damn it. All of them. It's like it does it up to a bridge or a tunnel or something, and then it stops. Right. Now hit yes. Come back down here. I want it right before this level crossing. How's that looking? In there, that's all good. And then should be able to get one smack bang there. Now do remove. See how many of these it actually gets rid of. Yeah, it doesn't do the tunnel. It's done that one. Has it done this side of the level crossing? No, it has not. Okie dokie. And then it hasn't done this side of the level crossing, which I wasn't expecting it to do anyway, to be fair. And now it is done. So yeah, what I want to do is take the existing ones here. I also want to move this one to this side of the level crossing. So that's nice and easy. Are there any other? My god, I went Essex. Are there any other level crossings and stuff I need to worry about? I don't think so. So if I now do this. So if I now do this. There we go. Where has it placed them? Are you absolute numpty? Just the wrong side of this one. So we'll get rid of that. And then over here, get rid of that, because we're going to move that to... This could probably be a gantry as well, to be honest. So I might as well just do that now. There. Cool. That's all fine then. That's all fine. So now the final bit is this side. Which I'm hoping... let's just trace this and see. So actually I'm hoping I can achieve this one. If I place one of these first. like that. Is it going to do them all for me? Yes, it is. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, I'm going to re-signal all of this now. So that it's done, basically. And I don't have to worry about it anymore. So let's do that. Now I need to get it so that... Not so much on these bits, actually. So this one can be replaced. Where is the actual signal? So I can replace you. And then I can also place one in the opposite direction. There. I could probably place one on the exit here as well. But I'm not going to do that right now. But here, yeah, these ones. So you need to be in line with it. There. And then we'll remove all of these ones. Let's just zoom out and do it this way. Just to make my life a little bit easier. Okay. Oh. Actually, this isn't perfectly parallel, this one. So I think these are going to be separate anyway. Separate gantries. Like separate structures. So I'm fine with it looking a bit like that. And if I now grab this center span of 2 and we'll place that one and then a center span of 4. Come on. No, come on. Come on. I had it. There. Oh, it doesn't quite fit. Which is really frustrating. Doing it on curves as well. I have not made this easy for myself. I think that's as good as we're going to get it on these ones. They're not quite touching, but if we just ignore that little fact, that works really nicely, I would say. Oh, it's going to be the same problem here, isn't it? Where they just don't quite line up. Whoops, that's the wrong way around. Get rid of that one. 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 Yeah, they just don't quite line up how we want. Alright, 6. Yeah, you can already see how that's gone wrong. This one might be salvageable though. Maybe it's place the first signal, then place the gantry, and then try and get the other ones in after. Maybe. I don't know. Just think I'm going to have to replace all of these at some point. When they are touching, if you just ignore the fact that they're in no way realistic whatsoever, they are touching. I think it's just a bit of a fatal flaw with how signals work in this game, how they're placed. It was never going to be perfect. Right. Yeah, this episode has already gone on for way longer than I wanted it to, but never mind. Place that one there. That one there, that one there. That one there, and that one there. How many times have I got to do this still? 4 more times. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. I thought it was going to be more than that. I was about to start crying. But no, 4's fine. There we go. Oh, autosave. Really screwed me then. Come on. Excuse me. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No, you sod. There. Oh, that didn't even register. Or it replaced it. Yeah, this looks alright. At some point, these are going to have to be replaced with colour light aspect signals, which is going to be a bit painful, but that's going to be another future M4J problem, so we don't need to worry about that right now. And by then, this line might have changed a lot anyway, so it might even be in a case where the dedicated freight line might not even exist anymore. It might all be integrated into one again. Who knows? There's a part of me that's hoping that is the case, because then I don't need to worry about replacing 6 signals. I only need to worry about replacing 4. Well, that one fits perfectly. It's a shame this one does not. When it goes there, that touches. We'll count that. We'll move this one. That can go there now. And then these 2. Like that. Is it 2 more we've got to do? Yeah. We're very close now. And then all we've got to do is regroup the lines. And then we're done. We can call this a good project. This isn't even the end of this, by the way. This is just the start. As I said in the last episode, this is getting ready to remove trucks from the road and put it all on rail instead. So all we're really doing right now is just increasing the capacity. Yeah, they touch. Increasing the capacity of the rail route here so that we can get more trains running. That's literally what this project here is. This is just the precursor for the actual main project, which is very exciting. There's going to be a lot of strategy involved, which is something that I'd like to think I'm quite good at in this game, actually. It's something others have said I'm good at in this game. Hopefully it ends up being that way when it's done as well. Yeah, these are very much staggered. All we've done is we've just created a little walkway for people to get across. That's what the... Yeah, that's exactly what we were trying to do. And then we'll turn autosig off for this, obviously, which it already is. One there, and I am going to stick another one here just for safety. Do we have one here? No. I'm going to put one here and actually remove that one, because eventually that one's not even going to be needed. Okay. These will all be gantry signals as well at some point. I'm not doing that now, though. Absolutely not a chance. No way. You can't make me. I'm going to move that one, though. I'm going to put it this side of the bridge. Like that. I am going to remove this signal as well. Actually, no. I can keep that one. I thought the junction was there, but it's not. They're a little bit close, those ones, but that's fine. Yeah, the junction's back here, so that's okay. Okie dokie. Routes. Just got to get these in now. So we'll do this one first. So. Thankfully, what are you? Halt whistle to Scarborough. So you do stop at Cockerhead? Yes, you do. That's fine. So here... Stafford goods yard. We're going to have you come into... Yeah, 1's fine. 2, 3, 4. After this, you then reverse into this. And yeah, you've got the right one. That's good. And then you no longer go to Cockerhead Terminal. Oh, this one. I'll make sure you don't do any... Oh, did I... Yeah, no, I didn't make any new lines, did I? So that's not going to be a problem. Just make sure they don't load and unload here, because that's not what we want. Then at Cockerhead, you're going to stop here. Now, what did you do here? You just unloaded food. That's fine. And then over here, got to make sure that you come in on the right platform, which is going to be, let's say, platform 5, just for the fun. 4 and 6 as your backup options. And then on the way back, you're picking up machines and tools. Or we're making sure that you're loaded with machines and tools. So we'll do that now. And here, you're going to come in on platform 2 with 1 and 3 as backup. And then after this one, you're coming back to the head shunt, where you're going into platform 1 with 2 as your backup. No loading, no unloading. And then at Stafford Goods Yard. Here, I'm going to make sure you come in on platform 4. Just so you're closest to the main line to run straight back out. Although you can't actually access the main line without going back up through this. There is scope here for maybe having a crossover here of some kind. I might just say platform 3, just for ease. Okay, that's one done. Now for this one. So again, Stafford Goods Yard, that's fine. Let's have you come in on platform 2, I guess, with 1, 3, and 4. After that, you're going in here, platform 1. No, platform 3, that's fine. With this, and again, make sure no loading, no unloading. Then at Cockerhead, you're going into this. What are you loading here? Planks and construction materials. Like so. Remove that one. Here, you're coming in on platform 4 with 5 and 6 as the backups. Coming back, you don't actually have any connection issues coming back, but that's not what we want. We do actually want you to run into there. Wrong one. Platform 2. No, sorry, platform 3 with 1 and 2 as your backups, and you are loading logs and planks. There we are, and then technically you don't stop at Stafford on the way back, so you're just going to run chug 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 straight through, which is absolutely fine. This side of things is all connected up already, so don't need to worry about that. However, this side we do still have a problem. Also, where are you going? Let's just unpause that quickly. Yeah, you fixed yourself. Awesome. We need to take all of this and connect it to this one instead. Now, what's the best way to do that? I think the best way to do that would be a one-way system, right? Maybe on this side. Like this. Or this way round. Yeah, like this. Reason being, if I was to pop that, let's do it there. Configure. Remove that. So first of all, 1, 2, 3. Put a fourth one on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we want entrance there, exit there. And then we want one of those there and one of those there. Just for now. That may change in the future. In terms of the streets, we'll go with the narrow one here. That's absolutely fine. In fact, even here, we could go with... Actually, no, I don't care if stuff gets built on this. So I'm fine with that as a design. This side, we can just connect it up like so. And then we need to take all of these lines and transfer them over to this. So you're going to come in on 4 with 3, 2, 1. And I believe you just pick up, yep, construction materials. Like so. Next one, food. That's pretty obvious what we're collecting from here. Like that. And you are food. And we'll make sure we're unloading nothing. Remove that one. Let's just check this one. Make sure that here you are unloading nothing. There we are. Next on the list, logs or planks. So you're actually that works really well now for that. So here you're just dropping off everything basically, but you are also picking up planks still. You're going to be number 2, but again the other ones just in case. And I guess here, yeah, unload whatever, that's fine. Yeah, that's really useful now because you come across straight. That works out quite nicely. And then this one, the machines, you are coming in on 1 with 2, 3 and 4. And yeah, you're just collecting machines. Remove that one. Nice. So this should now have nothing, which it does. Excellent. Next thing then, we're going to remove all of that. Remove that, remove that. But we're not out of the woods yet, because I'm now going to remove this. And this is going to be the new bus stop here, which I can't actually place the way I want, I don't think, which is annoying. So I guess we're just going to have to do it like this. Could just do it there. Of course you selected the wrong one. Or did you? No, you selected the wrong one. Actually, that doesn't matter, because that's all fine. And then eventually, yeah, this road's going to get changed. Let's do that now quickly as well. That is absolutely fine. This is eventually going to be a passenger building. There'll be an extra passenger platform on this side so that it can all connect up. The freight platforms either side are going to get removed. This is just going to remain one platform. Yeah. Unpause. We're good to go now, I think. So you are Cockerhead Freight Terminal Rail. You are Cockerhead Freight Terminal T for truck. Excuse me. Sorry, everyone. Hopefully next episode, the cough will have gone. Oh, I forgot to signal this bit. Silly me. That's easy. One of these here with no auto sig required. Nice and easy. And then this one, we're going to have one just over there like that. And one just down here like this, which again probably should be a gantry signal, but isn't, and oh well. Excellent. We've done it. We've rerouted everything. There's going to be a little bit of higgledy-piggledy while it's all sorting itself out, admittedly. But for the time being, at least, this is all good. And the coffee berries are going to get delivered here now. I have no idea what the new capacity of this is going to be. Probably less than what it was before, which might become a little bit of a pain in the future. But never mind. Oh, I forgot to put the gantry here as well. Duh. Where does it go? There, I think. Which again, isn't perfect. Actually, no, that is perfect. No, I'm happy with that one. Did I do the one over here? No, I did not. Come on, Mark. And this one actually needs to be 6 again. Oh, wait, no. This one needs to be a lot bigger than 6. This one needs to be that with that, I believe. Yes. I mean, that fits there perfectly. And that is the wrong height. So that's not going to work at all. Oh, no. In that case, I forgot the main line falls away here. In that case, yeah, we're just going to do that. Yeah, that's fine. Don't think we need signals over here. We could potentially throw some in. Obviously here we're just going to do left-handers, not left-handers, sorry, 2 shunt discs, one there, one there. In fact, they probably are all going to be left-handers, to be honest. And again, the idea is here, you either go into the station or you go out onto the main line. That's the only signals you need. Alrighty, folks. This has been a long episode. A very long episode. So I think I'm going to stop chatting now. We have got the clock continuing. We will have some new trains unlocking in the future, I hope. Are you actually going towards Stafford? Yes, you are. Excellent. So it's going to be the first train to use the new Stafford goods yard, I think. Because I don't think we have anything coming from the west. Doesn't look like it. I don't know what the first train over here is going to be, but it's going to be exciting when it happens. Oh, there is one coming in now. You have nothing on board, which is a bit of a shame. But, hey-ho. Where are the logs? There are things being transported. Yeah, you've got planks on board. You've got planks on board. Okie dokie. I just want to check. So what are you? Sawmill number 2. Leatherhead sawmill number 2. I just want to check that is still actually... Yeah, we have still got people being transported out there. Excellent. Yeah, no, I'm happy. First train's about to arrive. There's nothing waiting for it, unfortunately. There's nothing it's dropping off either, unfortunately. What's the traffic here? Oh, it's over here. Yeah, it's this system again, which I really don't like. That needs redoing. Once we get one-way system properly... In fact, this may even just get removed, to be honest. We'll figure out what's going on here, and that all might get moved up here. Why am I not doing that already? That's the big question, everybody. Why am I not doing that already? That would be huge. That's for the next time pile, I think. Right now, the priority is making sure this is all fine, and it seems to be, which is very nice to see indeed. Eye candy and stuff could probably do with coming over here. I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. I'm certainly not going to lose any sleep over it. Hopefully you aren't either. Everything's looking good. So, until next time, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series. Drop some comments down below with ideas for future episodes. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you for your continued support. It's very much appreciated. And again, I said it last week, I'll say it this week. If you want to check out the members exclusive video of me rebuilding Toaster, link to all the membership info is in the description down below. There's going to be one a month. Next month is building a loco shed and everything like that. You know, storage sidings and all that stuff over at Toaster as well. So if you want to check that out, you know what to do. Besides that, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I think I've already said that, haven't I? Thank you for your continued support and all that. Yeah, subscribe. Just hit subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like, comment and subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And until next time, I will see you soon.